All right, so a couple things to cover from yesterday. Thankfully, the data that came in blew out expectations, which helped tremendously. And in pre-market, a lot of you all were in here at 8:30 in the morning with me when the data came out, and the first thing that we saw was just a massive, massive move to the upside. Now, the only thing that we can do in pre-market to capture those gains, I mean, ultimately we gave almost all of them back. We gave all of it back and more in the S&P. The major thing that you can do in pre-market, and I know a lot of the folks that are in here right now are primarily options based. Some of you guys are trading shares alongside me, but if you are trying to capture an extremely large move in pre-market, you have to have assets in your portfolio that are able to be traded in pre-market. That's a big thing, right? So in the morning at about 8:35, a couple minutes after we had our massive move, I got out of a ton of my TQQ, the short-term position that I've been building up, a ton of it. So I was very happy about that. When the market opened, I started fire selling covered puts, which fire buying back my covered puts, and closed all those for 3-4 cents a contract. There was a lot of heavy hitters in there. Some of them had a ton of premium associated with them, which was phenomenal. Switched over to covered calls, and those 28 strike covered calls that I got yesterday, and closed the SPXL covered puts as well. But the covered calls that were deployed yesterday were able to be day traded because of how far we fell. I mean, we lost the entire move. The entire move. Now, today we've got the rate hike decision, and I think we're going to get a 50 basis point hike. I think we are going to absolutely soar after getting that information. That's completely my opinion. It may be the total opposite. May not get anything close. Maybe Jerome Powell says, forget it. Forget what everybody's telling me. Forget the letters that Elizabeth Warren is writing me and the rest of her posse, whatever they are. Forget it. I'm going to do a 75 basis point hike, and I'm going to keep my foot down firm on the gas pedal till the end of the year. I don't know if he's going to make a play like that. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. We'll see. I'm assuming 50 basis point hike, though. I'm assuming 50. And I think that's going to produce quite a big move to the upside, and I'm excited to see it. I'm excited for it. And that will mean I get to run the full cycle again. So new covered puts were deployed yesterday. I did not get my share buy-ins that I sold in pre-market, even though we got right back down to where I wanted to buy them in, but I was... I did not have the buy orders in that I wanted because I went with covered puts in the money or at the money covered puts first. So the buy orders were not a priority because I had those deployed, but the buy orders did not get reached. I was very close though, very, very close. So we'll see if I can get them this morning before we get the decision. Maybe we draw down a little bit this morning before we get our decision this afternoon. That would be pretty advantageous, I think. At least for me. But if you guys have anything that you'd like to add, anything that you'd like to ask or bring up, please feel free.